Introduce our State Senator, Mr. Rich Alloway. Thank you, Rod. It feels like a great night for a football game, doesn't it? A little better than that. It feels like a great night for a football game. All right, go Rockets. I will be very, very brief. I'm just here to congratulate you and absolutely tell you this is about community, and the community is all of you here and all of the students who took part in this, and it's so great to see you all come out. And like the shirts say that most of you are wearing, this is just the beginning. We have a ways to go, but we're taking the first step. I'm committed to helping you however I can. I will be a part of your fundraising activities in any way I can. And my job now is to introduce the gentleman who was able to secure a fairly large sum of money to get this program kicked off, our former state senator, a gentleman that I worked for a number of years, State Senator Terry Punt.
Well, thank you, Rich. It is indeed a pleasure to be here this evening to see the new track as it has been completed. You know, when I came in tonight, I saw a good friend of mine, John Stoner, a good friend of Tuscarora School District. John and I go back 40 years, and we started the Young Republicans together. I'm still a little young. John's a lot older. You can tell. Look at his head and look at mine. Over the years, I've been able to get a lot of grant money for good projects. Many right here with Tuscarora. Now, how that got started was John Stoner. John would call me anytime he called and said, "Hey, Terry, I'd like to get together and meet with you. We want to talk about some legislation." Now, if we met at the school or at somebody's house, I got off free. It wasn't about money. It was always about legislation. When the subject came up about money, Terry, let's get together and have breakfast. Every meeting we had in the 30 years I served in public office, if it involved grant funding, we had breakfast or lunch. So anyhow, the first call came in from John. "Terry, we'd like to have breakfast with you at the Antrim House." I met with him at the Antrim House, and sure enough, they wanted some money to make some repairs to the stadium and activities here. He asked for $50,000, so I got him a $50,000 grant. I thought I was done. It wasn't that long after, phone rang, my secretary buzzed me. "Senator, John Stoner's on the line for you." Okay. Pick up the phone. "Hi, John." "Terry, my boy. Boy, it's great to hear your voice. How about breakfast one morning soon?" I knew what was coming. We met at the Antrim House. At least we met halfway all the time. He asked for another $50,000 for the track project. Well, this time it didn't take much asking, because at this point in time, I had enrolled my daughter over here in the Tuscarora School District, and she completed her last 2 years here at Mercersburg and graduated in 2004. So, and John, I saw you here earlier tonight. Did you call my daughter? Because that night during dinner, my daughter said to me, "Dad, I've heard some talk that some folks are going to be asking you for some grant money for a track over at the high school in the stadium. Would you support it and get them that money?" How could I say no? Anyhow, I was so happy to get the funding, and it's so great to see how it's been utilized. This track is going to mean so much, not only, as I know it will, to all of you, the supporters and sponsors of the programs of the athletic fields here and fields of competition, but to those kids. In the 60s, I ran track for Waynesboro on a cinder track. I know how bad that was. Here on this track, these kids are going to shine. They will shine, they will excel, and it will add a great deal of self-pride. Pride in themselves, in their team, in the school, and right here in the stadium. And all of you can be so proud of that, because together, all of you made this happen. And I'd like to thank the school district and officials for inviting me back. That was so kind of you. I came over in July when we broke ground, and we offered everybody shovels to help tear up the track. Not too many helped that day. It was hot. But I thank you for that and for inviting me back to see the finished project. So to all of you, be proud, be glad, take pride in this community and what you have accomplished. There is nothing that we cannot accomplish if we all work together. I believe that, I've lived that, and I see it right here. I thank you. May God bless each and every one. And let's turn out for a good victory on Monday when the football team has their game. It is a home game, isn't it? Next week. I knew they had a game Monday night. That's away. Let's turn out and welcome the new track and the entire community together then. Thank you, and thank you for inviting us.